right, super excited to talk about this new tool, the xTool P2 laser. Amazing, amazing unit. I've wanted to add a laser for quite some time. Lots of different lasers on the market, and this one just checked every box for me. I'm gonna show you, a quick unboxing, but quick assembly, and just show you how intuitive it is. So for a beginner like me with a laser, super easy, just 1 week. Engrave, cut a ton of stuff, but also for the more experienced laser owners, maybe looking for the upgrade, what it all entails, all of the features that they've added. Robust machine, pretty impressive. So check it out. Use those timestamps down below to skip to what section you're looking for. Here you have it, the xTool P2. So first up, just want to show you a little bit unboxing, what comes with the machine, as well as initial setup. The setup is super easy, definitely user-friendly. It does come with some sample boards, sample pieces, different sizes, plenty of foam, lots of great foam. Everything was intact for me. It was really well packaged. That bottom section does have some extra acrylic in it. You want to remove your stickers, remove the film from the top. Lots of great extra stickers and film just to protect it from shipping. So it's a really clean machine when you get going. First thing you want to do is just go ahead and test it out. Make sure everything moves just fine. Little magnetic covers everywhere. The directions really are great, and there's a fair amount of videos online for setup, so that goes pretty smoothly. It does come with a screwdriver with the exact sizes that you're going to need, and while I have the other tools, this actually worked really well and it was convenient, right? So at this point, you're going to remove the back housing that protects the laser. You're going to add some fluid. So I'm just going to remove all these little screws, just a couple in the front. What's really nice is they have those stickers everywhere, just like so. Remove the screws so you know where they're at. So you can go ahead and remove those stickers as you do not need them any longer. So there's screws in the front, and then there are the 4 screws on the back. But wait, there is a 5th screw right there in the middle. Don't forget that one. And then you can remove the housing on the back and inspect your tube. So you just want to just double check, make sure there were no cracks, everything's good. And then you just want to remove the cap here to add your antifreeze, and water. So they have a chart in there to tell you how much you need based on your region. You're going to go ahead and do your first pour and fill it up to whatever level with whatever mixture it recommends based on your region and your lowest temperature. Then you turn it on, and you're just going to see that fluid kind of seep on in. And once it's been on for a little bit, then you're going to go ahead and add some more fluid to finish it off. But just see all the bubbles going into the tube, and then you'll add some more fluid, like so. Again, the chart tells you exactly how much you need, all that good stuff, and it comes with the antifreeze. All right, go ahead and add the case, the cover back in, add those screws, return the screws, get everything nice and locked in. And then talking about exhaust. So I did get this smoke purifier from xTool. And so this is an option if you're inside a house where you can run a machine in an enclosed space, or if you just want extra layers of protection. You could certainly just pipe it out. There's lots of other ways for doing it, but this smoke purifier is a great option to take care of those harmful smells and just minimize the smoke. But you'll just go ahead and attach it to the exhaust, or you could just use the exhaust hose there and pipe it out of your garage or out of your window, whatever method. If you don't have the purifier, you'll probably want to look into getting a fan just to suck that air out a little bit faster. Now we come to just testing everything. Now it's pretty locked in, but the directions for aligning the laser and all that good stuff is really, really simple. I know nothing about lasers, and I was able to figure it out. So just a couple adjustments. Again, they have a video on this. There's lots of tutorials. It's just a little bit of tweaking here and there just to get your laser right where you want it. And so again, the directions do a pretty good job of this. I kind of messed around with it a little bit. I kind of overcorrected a couple times, but you're just adding some tape right there, and it just shoots a little laser, and you just ensure, you can see by all my pieces of tape there,
I did some extra adjusting, just more so from my autocorrecting, over adjustments. Anyway, easy, simple to do, simple process, and you can see here, my kids like to be involved, and they were involved. But we went ahead and just got started. They do come with these little clamps, clips. They're really not necessary unless you have plywood that's kind of bowed, and then it's pretty helpful. But it's nice and slick. But we just went for it, right? Setup didn't take too long at all, and we just kind of jumped in and didn't know anything about the software and just threw up some text. And the software is so intuitive, and it just went, and we were able to cut right away within an hour, really. Set up, and we got going, and there you go. So from there, we just went and started carving whatever we could think of, whatever we could engrave. You know, obviously you want to do your test cuts, and there's some samples just to check all the different limits. Messed around with some masking to see different, you know, again, this is our first time with the laser cutter, and so just kind of experimenting all the different things, but just really impressed with the engraving capabilities. Really, obviously engraves well, cuts really well, especially with it being a CO2 laser and just all the power it has. It cuts super fast, cuts clean. And so, yeah, just kind of experimenting here. Again, it's so fun to do this with my kids. We just, you know, threw up some of the built-in shapes from the software, pulled up some images, really easy just to add in any kind of image from online, right? And it was able to pick up everything. So whether it was something really complex image or something pretty simple, you know, compensated for the shading, all that good stuff. But lots of possibilities here, both engraving and with cutting, having lots of fun, and just super impressed by how robust the machine is and how much it can handle and just how efficient and quick it is. Here, you know, just like, hey, let's pull up a Hogwarts crest, and really whatever my kids wanted to do, we just started doing. And again, it just cuts super quick. So lots of possibilities here, and you can see lots of these ideas in upcoming videos. Just really wanted to test all the applications. My kids picked some, you know, sports logos, some animated characters here. We used the outline feature to make some little shapes, like the shapes earlier, and then we did little characters here. So many possibilities. Obviously, we haven't even gotten started with the boxes and the joints you can do and all the jigs you can make with the laser cutter, especially with the larger bed like this. This is something I'm very excited about, especially the small business aspect, is engraving. And so this was a project I did for my school. I'm a teacher, and for volunteers, I was able to do a personal engraved message for about 30 of these little plaques I made. And you know, I could do 3 at a time with the size they were. Cut so clean, did an amazing job, really adds a nice touch, and again, it just goes after efficiency so well. Here are some coasters that I made with hardwoods and just kind of experimenting with engraving in the woods. This is real time right here, but you can see how it's just, you know, working its way. That camera is really nice because the second camera can zoom in and get exactly where I want to get for the engraving. But yeah, still going to experiment some more on the power and the speed, all that good stuff. Here's a little cutting board that got a quick engraving. So it works great on hardwoods as well. I will definitely be doing some more cutting of hardwoods. Lots of cool stuff coming up. But the software here, it's just fun to do with your kids, right? Obviously, you don't have to have kids or grandkids to do this, but it is kid-friendly and pretty easy software to learn.
Well, there you have it, some of the test cuts on what we did. Again, like I said, it's been 1 week. Just 1 week. I really wanted to show a newbie, brand new at it. You can just get going right away. Obviously, for those experienced, there's lots more possibilities. You could do Lightburn software, lots more. I'm going to get into a lot more applications, but I really wanted to get this first video out soon just to show how quickly you can do things. So in future videos, I'm going to show a lot more with hardwoods. Here's just some engraving I did. Obviously, you can engrave hardwoods, but cutting hardwoods. Really am excited to show that, and other materials like acrylic as well, just the capabilities. a lot of people, especially, you know, they're widespread on the market, are the diode lasers, and they're great for engraving. They're great to add, you know, a decorative element. xTool actually has quite a few great diode lasers. The advantages of a CO2 laser is the cutting capability, right? You have more power. It can cut acrylic. It can cut some materials that a diode laser can't. And really cutting out lots of things. And so for me, a lot of why I've wanted a laser for years is just that batch application and having multiple things for craft shows, for sales. So stay tuned for some future videos, especially with me cutting hardwoods and just showing what it can do. Also, what I'm stoked about is, you know, when I cut little shapes like this, right? Oh, it's charred on the end. There's no soot left behind. There's no sanding on the edge, especially when I do small little pieces. If I do that on the CNC, there's sanding galore. Anyway, lots of features. Also, the thing I love about the CO2 versus the diode is there's some extra safety features, right? So I have three sons who are in the shop a lot. We like to do things together. There's a built-in magnetic lock, and so once the machine's running, it locks. You can't open the lid. Safety, right? The glass, right? It's an enclosed, so I don't have to wear as much caution with the glasses and, you know, the fire potential, especially with the kids around, as opposed to, you know, adding an attachment to my CNC or having another, you know, diode laser. I'd have to have a box of sorts or do the glasses. So safety. Then you could also add the smoke purifier. So this here is the xTool smoke purifier, and it just attaches the hose from the exhaust from the machine. And this way you can run it and all those harmful chemicals, the smoke, it's gonna go through 3 layers, 3 different types of filters before popping out here on the end. There's also an attachment that you could hook an additional hose because obviously it's going to purify all the really dangerous stuff, but there might be still a smell or an odor, and then you could further, you know, pipe that out a window or pipe that out of your garage, wherever you're at. But another safety feature, you know, exhausting all that gas and smoke, so it's safe for little kids around and for yourself. One other feature that I'm going to show in future videos is the riser base. So I have the riser base, and I'll be showing that in my next video. Basically, it just elevates the whole bed so you can engrave much thicker pieces. It also allows for that pass-through for longer pieces, so much more capabilities. If you're engraving tumblers and you're using the rotary attachment, you can do bigger diameter tumblers or whatnot. Lots of possibilities there, especially what I'm going to be showing is maybe some bowls or some larger items. There's a lot of other great features on this machine. If you check out the xTool website, you can see lots of other features like these. All right. Well, here you can see just on the xTool website some of their amazing features, right? So they go over all the reasons why this model is remarkable, and truly it is. The built-in air assist, I'm super excited about as well. But something that I really want to point out is the camera, right? And so having the 2 cameras really enables you to zoom in and just get so much more accurate. So I'm excited to explore all the versatility that the camera enables. This is that automatic pass-through, right? And so if you have that riser base, not only can you slide things through, but it will automatically feed it through and just so precise, all that good stuff. So that's an awesome feature available with the P2. Another one that you'll see in an upcoming video is the curved surface engraving. So that's just going to be so great. I make a lot of bowls and trays and some, you know, really curved, lots of curved surfaces. So that'll be a cool feature to explore. And batch engraving is going to be fantastic, right? So to multiply your design and just so much more efficient. So many more features. There's so many more features, right? Obviously the efficiency galore. So I'm stoked, and stay tuned to see much more. So with the machine itself, there are just so many insane amount of features. And if you go to their website, you can see them all. But obviously the supports are so great. You know, for cleaning, we have magnetic covers for all of this. This is magnetic, comes off, right? I can slide this out. Here's that magnetic lock that we were talking about earlier. Lots of great features. You know, we have a removable. We can, instead of the honeycomb panels, You can just remove these so that way you have a little bit more clearance. If you want to do a thicker item, you can drop in a little bit lower, gives you a little bit more play if you don't want to purchase the riser base. But also easy to clean, pull these out to clean, lots of features. So one thing I'm also just blown away by is just the capabilities of maximizing space. Using that camera just super helps the second camera, right? So I can just fit everything in just so on these sheets right here. You know, here's a little cutting board, right? And here I can get, that camera gets me right in and I can lock it in where I wanted it. So possibilities galore. But yeah, I mean, so many things. So many things. Pretty fun, and we've only just begun. So the possibilities are endless. I've only just started, and you know, my kids are just loving it. We're having a blast, and you know, we're going to be making all kinds of things soon. So stay tuned for more and exciting stuff. But here's just some of the things that we were able to cut just in week 1. And there you have it. Amazing machine, and we're just scratching the surface on all its capabilities. So if this video provided value to you, please consider subscribing to see more videos like it. We have several new videos coming out really soon in the near future, really showcasing actually more hardwoods, the cutting capabilities, the design elements, just giving you some inspiration and just seeing how robust this machine is and what it can handle. It's a blast. I'm just blown away by all that it can do, and excited to incorporate it into other projects and just really show why a laser is a justifiable expense. You know, obviously this is a luxury item to some. It is quite the expense, but kind of showcase how it can really help you know, small businesses for craft shows, for other applications, you know, schools with STEM applications. I'm a teacher myself, and we'll be doing a lot of projects with my students using the laser cutter, you know, for my own family and my kids, right? As a hobbyist, there's a lot of possibilities. If you're interested in this machine or interested in some of their other ones, they have the smaller diode lasers and other possibilities, use the links down below. They are affiliate links that support the channel, but some amazing discounts. So make sure you check out those discounts and just see some of the options. Lots more information on the xTool website. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.